Welcome to part 17 of the Ultimate Ninja playthrough, and we're starting Haku's Saga in this part. So we're finally beginning the villains. Oh, look at how creepy he... No, I did that one on purpose. Uh, but, doggy.
The Battle of Hidden Leaf. Kill the soul with the sword. I don't want to kill you, but neither do I want to be killed by you. But if you advance, I will have no choice. I will kill the kindness in my own heart and fully embrace the shinobi way.
With this person, to be honest, this is bad.
Okay, it's about time to go. I don't want to kill you, but
Here I go! Shot! That's right!
Sakura's all like, OMG, I'm gonna die, like, God. um, but yeah, like I said, we're finally starting the villains, and we got 4 of them in this game. Kind of minimal. There could have been a lot more. But you know, like I said, this roster is pretty minimal. So, and as you know, since the first game in the series, you can forgive it. Um, so yeah, we only got Haku, Zabuza, Gara, and then Orochimaru in that order. And that's it. Those will be all the sagas. We'll be done with this game, and we can move on to Ultimate Ninja 2. And that's good because I guess just get into a tangent. I'll get into Haku later, just because I don't have much to talk about with Haku. Um, but this game's been going on a lot longer than I thought, and it's just because they have this traditional fighting style story where each character gets their own little story mode, and I don't know. There's just so many pointless battles, and it drags and it drags and it drags. So. I was happy to finally finish the recordings because, yeah, I finished recording all the raws. I even have the extra parts all done. I just need to do the commentary, of course, which is what I'm doing now. But yeah, and like usual tradition, each character gets 2 parts, so we still have another 8 parts to go, and then the extra part. So. And I guess I could talk about Haku as a fighter there. He's got that little jutsu. It's almost like Neji's rotation, where it's a counter, and then all the ice shards just fuck him up. But I don't know. Like I said, I'm not good at the counter, man. I try it, and then it might be just the AI. They might just notice when I counter, and I guess they're smart enough to not attack. I don't know. I've always been bad at counter moves, to be honest. I just can never get the timing right. So there's that. And then aside from that, Haku's pretty standard. He unfortunately, with his ultimate jutsu, doesn't have any buffs that he gets. With Hinata's Byakugan or Lee's 8 gates, Haku doesn't get shit when he uses his ultimate jutsu. So that kind of sucks, but me. Which also, I mean, it would have been nice to have something because he's got a special jutsu. He's got what they call Kekkei Genkai, which they actually don't really mention too often. Like after this arc, but it's a jutsu that is specific to a certain like bloodline or clan or something, like the Sharingan with the Uchiha or the Byakugan with the Hyugas. Haku has this ice jutsu that's specific to whatever clan. I don't think they ever say. But yeah. And I'm doing a pretty shitty job here with Haku. I don't know if I was just rusty at this point because I just recorded this a couple days ago, whereas like Hinata, Lee, and all of them was recorded like sometime before, I think December. it was a while. But, so I might have been a little rusty, but yeah, with Haku, I do a pretty shitty job. Luckily, his saga is very short, so that's good.
I didn't want to fight you. Now I must fight for my dream, just as you fight for yours. Do not blame me.
Go, Sakura. You let everybody down again.
Sakura thinks of herself just like the fan base thinks of her. OMG, no way. uh,
The boy with Sharingan, Sasuke Uchiha. Impossible. Those eyes. The Sharingan.
It was just a bit, but I was able to see.
I see. So he too has a Kekkei Genkai. If so, then you can't fight for long. I'll put things to rest with this. I don't want to kill you, but
I'm different from other people.
I didn't get that. You can't fight for long? Oh no, you got a power up. You can't fight for long. Oh, what? I don't know. But yeah, like I was saying, luckily, for some reason, Haku and Zabuza's saga are very short. I guess it's because they only interact with, Team 7, so they only have 4 battles. I think they only have 4 or 3. Um, but, because, Team... Oh yeah, Kakashi, I forgot Kakashi. I was in counting Kakashi, so many Ks. Um, but, yeah, like I said, they're short, so that's good. But like I said, I was bad in Haku. Bleh. I don't really like Haku. I guess I can get into, um, yeah, my thoughts on Haku. As the first villain for the show, it's got some. I think Haku, because like, okay, individually, I think they're pretty bland. We'll talk about Haku and Zabuza, 'cause it's like you can't talk about them individually. You have to talk about them, together. Oh, and here's his level 1.
I never thought I'd have to use this jutsu. Blasting ice crystal. Please don't blame me. Shattering ice spear. You are no match for me.
So yeah, like I said, you gotta talk about them as villains, as as a team, not as individual villains, because like individually they don't have too much going for them, but together, like Haku's got the kind of backstory and motive that makes him an interesting villain, whereas Zabuza is just a bloodthirsty beast who just wants to kill because it's fun. And individually, like it'd be kind of boring, just because Haku has, I mean, enough to make him an interesting villain, but like not enough, especially compared to other villains in the show. But like it's the first villain, so you can't be too hard about that. Whereas Zaba's just plain, it's fun. So individually, it'd be kind of boring, but together, I think they make a nice dynamic, which made the arc a really good one. A lot of people talk. Well, I guess that's all I could talk about.
I didn't want to fight you. Even though you're my enemy, well done.
My brother. I promised myself I'd stay alive until I killed him.
You were a true ninja, worthy of honor.
But yeah, I guess just to finish off my little tangent, like I said, a lot of people didn't find the Land of Waves arc too interesting, um, but I thought I liked it. I think it was a nice introduction to just how they worked as a team and them just getting to know, what it's like out there. And Haku and Zabuza were pretty good villains for that, so I like the Land of Waves arc. I like it. But that's it for this part. I'll see you guys, and yeah, short part. I'll see you guys next part for the rest of Haku Saga. So, see you guys then. Take care.